Hi guys, I'm going to show you a quick video on how to find the rate of change or the slope using the slope formula and 2 points. So today's Tuesday the 26th. So we took notes in class, and so slope formula was the title of the notes. And so here we have the formula. Okay. So the formula is super easy. Cover that up for you. So here's the slope formula. M, and of course you guys know M stands for slope, is equal to y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. Okay, so that's the difference in the difference in y values over the difference in x values, and that can also be written like this: the change in y. Remember, the y-axis goes up and down, so I want to know from one point to another point what's the difference between the points, and it's over the change in x. And remember, the x runs from left to right, the x-axis, so I want to know how far apart are those 2 points from left to right. So remember, when you write an ordered pair, x is always first, y is always second, and here you go. So here is our first example. So we are going to just start with these 2 points, pretending they're on a graph. We're going to label them x1, y1, x2, and y2, and we're going to insert them into the formula and solve it. So here we go. Here's point number 1. I just said it was point number 1 because it's the first point. This is point number 2. So we have -2 is the x value, -5 is the y value, and over here we have 1 is an x value and 1 is also a y value. So the way we label these is like this. We do so because this is the first point, we're going to label this x1. It's the x value for the first point, and we're going to label the -5 y1 because it's the y value for the first point. And then moving to the second point, we have the x value for point 2, so it's x2, and then we have the y value for point 2, and so it's called y2. So you can see you have these variables in this formula already. Now you have the numbers to put into the formula. Okay, so you didn't expect to see that pink piece of paper, did you? So here we are going to put our x and y values into our slope formula. So M stands for slope, and then we know that we're going to have y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. So we are going to input these values. Before we didn't know what those numbers were, but now we know. So y2. So we know that our y2 is a 1. That's our y2 value minus our y1 value. So we have to come over here to our first point and look at the y value. So that's -5. Okay. Go to the bottom. We want the change in the x values. So we're taking the second point x value minus the first point x value, which is -2. Alright, so 1 minus -5. Use Desmos, please. So when you go into Desmos, you're just entering 1. The reason I say use Desmos that way you don't have to worry about whether or not you did it correctly. You will enter 1 minus, and that's the subtraction sign, -5. That's what it looks like. And that's equal to 4, +4. Because if you do keep, change, change, you have 1, change subtraction to addition, change the sign of the second number, so it becomes, oh, so it's not 4, is it? See? It's 6. And that's why we need to use Desmos, because we make mistakes. So our top number then, our change in y values, is 6. And then on the bottom, we're going to do, you enter in Desmos, 1 minus -2. You're just using the subtraction sign. So, if you're not using Desmos, which you are going to because you need to, right? So, keep, change, change. Keep the 1, change subtraction to addition, change the sign of the second number, and then we get 1 plus 2 is 3. So 1 minus -2, that equals 3. You must simplify it. Okay? So the way you simplify is super duper easy. What is 6 divided by 3? Oh, you could even use Desmos for that. 6 divided by 3. You always enter the top number first, and you will get 2. 6 divided by 3 equals 2. So really it would be 2 over 1, but when you're doing slope, you do not need a 1 on the bottom when you're writing it. Here's the slope of this line. Okay, so that's all you have to do to find the slope using 2 points and the formula. I can do another example with you really fast. So here you have two points, 2, 0, and 4, -3. All right. These were notes that we took in class, so we just set it up so that you could work it and I could be sure that you were doing it correctly. So here you go. The slope is equal to, so we're going to have y2 minus y1. So, and then on the bottom we're going to have x2 minus x1. Okay, what number is y2? That would be -3 minus y1 is 0. Okay, then on the bottom we've got x2. Remember we talked about how to get these labeled. x2, 4 minus, now we find x1 is 2. So now I'm going to do my subtraction. Does most people use it? So you'll do -3 minus 0. Oh, well, that's pretty easy because that's just -3. -3, that's your top number. On the bottom you have 4 minus 2. Okay, well that's easy because that's just 2. So that's my bottom number. This, remember, we're talking about slope here. Yes, it is an improper fraction, but that's okay because remember, it's not really a fraction, it's the slope. It's the rise over the run. We want to leave this the way it is because that's as simplified as we'll get. So then your slope is -3 over 2. -3 over 2. So the answer I'm looking for is -3/2. So all that means is that if you have a graph, x-axis and a y-axis, x-axis and y-axis, if I have a point, if I start out, let's say I start at the origin, this is giving me directions to get to the next point. This is a -3. The rise tells me to go up or down. So since this is a -3, we're going to go down 3. The run tells me how far over I need to move to get to the next point. So starting at 0, 0, I'm going to move down 3 spots, 1, 2, 3, and I'm going to move over 2, and that's where my next point goes. And then I could keep going, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. Oh, right there's where my next point will go. See how it's creating that line? Okay, that's your slope, rise over run. And so that's all I've got for you. Use it, watch the recording, go back and watch it again. If you're doing an assignment that you need extra help with, just watch the video at least twice. And I will talk to you later. Bye.